It's peanut butter jelly time. Who doesn't love a classic peanut butter and jelly? No matter what time of day, they always just hit the spot. Like a comfort food that reminds you of home and your childhood, we're taking a simple peanut butter and jelly sandwich, turning it into some French toast, one of my kids' favorites on a Sunday morning, so let's make some. Anytime it comes to pancakes or French toast, I love making a quick compound butter. Usually I whip out the food processor, which blends everything together much easier, but dishes, I don't feel like doing them, so we're gonna do this by hand. I've got some softened, unsalted butter out here on this chilly morning, so we've got to move fast because I'm trying to keep it warm. I'm going to finally chop up a few large strawberries and add them to our butter along with some honey and Maldone's flaky sea salt. It's my favorite salt ever to finish dishes with. These little salt crystals are just gorgeous. We'll mix this together, and it doesn't really matter to me that this is a little chunky because chunky is beautiful, and it's gonna end up melting anyway all over my French toast. But again, let it rip in your food processor. If you'd like, then roll it into some plastic wrap and stick it in the fridge. Compound butters are always so fun. You can get so creative with what you add to it, whether you're going sweet or savory. This one would be fun rolled in some cocoa powder or even some nuts. They just always make the finishing product so beautiful as it melts down throughout your dish and adds a ton of flavor. Now on to our quick and simple French toast. I'll crack 4 eggs into a shallow bowl, adding between a quarter to a half a cup of milk. Usually I use whatever flavored creamer I have on hand for the week, and usually it's a regular creamer. However, I picked up this brown sugar oat milk for my iced coffee, so that's what we're going with. A splash of vanilla, some white sugar, and I love a ton of cinnamon in mine. Then we'll whisk this all together and get our Blackstone turned on to low to preheat. Now I'm a peanut butter junkie. You can catch me eating peanut butter by the spoonful throughout the day just for all the health benefits. And I'm also the mom who makes and freezes homemade Uncrustables every single Sunday night, so I always have regular bread on hand. However, if you really want a good peanut butter and jelly French toast, go for brioche bread, a nice thick slice, if of course you don't mind the extra calories. This is super simple. We make a few peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Now I'm starting to think, and I hate repetitive sounds or noises, but this recipe video could be turned into a drinking game. Take a drink or a sip every single time I say peanut butter and jelly. Now our peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, I'm sorry, I did it again. Take a dip in our egg mixture, then down into some butter on our griddle. I go low and slow to allow this to cook through. You'll see all that extra cinnamon and sugar caramelize our bread. The inside starts to get melty and peek out through the edges. Each side only needs 3 to 4 minutes, then we pull these off. They're steaming hot, so before we cut into them, I only need a few seconds to clean up our griddle. I rarely use water after a cook, but because the jelly and the peanut butter melted out, I'll steam clean that off, scrape everything into our rear grease drain, repeat, and once it's clean and dry, drizzle some oil lightly. Just enough to wipe the surface with a super thin layer to protect it. Now it's time to slice these in half, and rumor has it, my son was told that your parents only truly love you if they cut your sandwiches on a diagonal, and because I love my kiddos so much, they get powdered sugar, extra strawberries, and then finished with our strawberry honey butter to melt over the top. That sea salt in there adds a little salty bite to complement our salty peanut butter in this super sweet French toast, perfect as is, or add some maple syrup over the top and enjoy. Now I am definitely a savory breakfast kind of girl. However, this one I dig. It makes me feel like a kid, and it's just a fun sweet treat every once in a while. So try it, post it. I would love to show my kiddos, Griddle Nation, enjoying this one too. I can't wait to see. Until next time, I'm Blackstone Betty, and I will see you guys in the next video.